Hi everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. It's a fun week. It is the week of March 10th, starting March 9th to the 17th. I made it the 17th because it's easy to remember because it's St. Patrick's Day. And my little special, like I do like a little infographic thing every month to tell you what my special thank you gifts are. And this month I made it a St. Patrick's Day theme, of course. So it makes it easy for me to remember that I have some extra added specials. And I did that with St. Patrick's Day. But this particular week from the 9th to the 17th, because it is Stampin' Up's on stage, I have some additional thank yous. So you can get a ton of stuff free from me this month. So you'll want to go to my website and check those out. I will have extra additional content for you, so you're paying attention, and it's always top of mind that I have more specials. I have, I think I have like 4 videos. This one posted on the 10th, and I think I'll have one I think I have 4 for the week. Normally I do 3, so you'll have an extra added tutorial video. Then you will have lots of content once I get to Raleigh, where our on stage is for North America. That will have some sneak peeks. I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but I'll have swaps. I will have the displays that Stampin' Up has. I'll just have some fun content from the fun that we're having while we're there. And there will be new stuff I can show you that we have product-wise. So that starts, I'll have some of the new stuff on Thursday, and you'll find that on my Instagram and my Facebook. I won't likely have that on my blog or my email because that takes more time, and definitely not on YouTube because all of that takes more time. If I find the time, I might do a YouTube live. Again, it takes more time and it takes more thought, and I'm there to absorb and have fun with my friends. But that's where you'll find all the stuff. So I just want to remind you that it's all there. If you have spent $50 with me from January through March, then you'll get a free catalog from me in April. So all of that is, if you're on my email list, you're getting all of that information now. So today I'm going to show you an online exclusive. All of the tutorials that I have coming to you this week are from the latest release of tutorials from March online exclusives. These are some that have recently posted. Hopefully, sometimes like this one I've already filmed, but it hasn't gone up yet. Sometimes when I pre-do these, I get them out of order, just because I can't remember what order I did them in. You would think you could go back on your phone and look, but they're all weensy little and they're hard to tell. So that is what has done. Today I'm going to show you 3. So I'm going to use the tags to go, which my girlfriend made this with my set when we first got it. So it makes like old-fashioned motel key things, which we can buy those, some motel key things. Why can't I think of the word? In the spring, I take migraine medicine, and it makes me forget my words. It used to really drive me crazy, and it's why I only take it in the spring, because when the weather changes, I have horrible migraines. So I just forget words. Whatever those are called, the keys for your room, right? There's a word for it. It makes those, and we can buy them on stage. But that is with the Tags to Go bundle. I'm also going to use, I wanted to use a bunch of them, so you can see several. I'm going to use the painted stripes, and then I'm going to use Pattern of Friendship, which is also part of a bundle. It has a big single die. I'm not using the die, but look how great these fonts are. So I'm going to use the Happy Birthday. I really like the Friends or the Family You Choose for Yourself. I thought about using that one. This card in particular would be great for somebody buys a new house, or if they're moving, or graduation, and we have a lot of graduation coming up. I just cleaned my stamps, and I got, this is, so I was inspired for Card Club in March by the colors of my beads. So one of the cards you're making are these colors, and then I went to clean them, and so now my hands match my beads because I got the ink all over me. So if you're in Card Club in March, you'll see later that. But these are the cards, the things I'm using today. So let's make this, and then the last thing I have to film is, because I'm just about done with my swaps, and I always film, and that will post before this because I post that the day we arrive. So that should go up on Wednesday. This will be the last thing I think that posts. I think that I probably said in this one because this was an additional one. So who knows? just check every day. And they don't always have emails with them. It's my intent that they will. And then, you know, I have to pack and do all the things and fly out, and sometimes it doesn't happen. Okay, I need my pattern of friendship stamp because it's still in here. So I'm going to take our painted stripes, and I am going to use, this is all based on wanting to use these embellishments because I haven't used them yet. So these are the embellishments and ribbon that are in the hydrangea suite, and this will be April card club. So if you're in my card club, unless they would sell out or be unavailable, this will be in April. So this was the colors that I used. I have ink over here too. My hands are a hot mess. You can see right here, this was from opening strawberries on the weekend. My hands are so dry. I need summer to come. Just opened them and then my hands are bleeding. So I'm going to use Highland Heather, and unfortunately where this opening with strawberries is also where you need to open stamp cases and ink cases. So I just keep re-entering it. I'm going to do it in this order. And so when you're going to put multiple ink colors on one stamp, you want to start with your lightest. That way if they overlap, it doesn't go onto your lightest pad. So I'm going to start, did I say lemon? It's daffodil. Use my daffodil pad first. I'm going to ink this part. And see this fat one here? I'm going to kind of get just a fraction of it because it's really hard to see where the daffodil is on there. You can see it a little bit. And I'm going to do fresh freesia. Put that on there. And I'm going to do Highland Heather. You can see the darker ink shows up better where I can see that I've inked it well. And then normally I would say it's very important to put a piece of, oh, I can't shut this because my trying to pull on the place of my skin that's damaged. Normally I would say it's really important to put scrap paper on it so you don't get your hands dirty, but you know, I'm kind of past that point. I would just add some more colors, add some spring colors to my fall. I'm gonna lay this on here and then just press. Let's give you a really fun background, and with this particular background stamp, just mix up all the colors. You can do solid colors, or you could do 6 or 7 colors. You could use markers, and every single line could be a different color, so your options are really endless. Top this off. Isn't that fun? Super cool. And then I just take this to the sink and I run it off in the sink and just wash that off. Now I want to emboss on this to get my greeting, but if you do it straight away, then it will have the embossing will stick to the wet ink. Even though it feels like it's not wet, it's wet enough that it will stick. So I'm just gonna dry this first with my heat tool. Okay, so now it's mostly dry, but I don't want it to be hot because it will also stick if it's hot. So I'm just gonna set that aside now, and now we will die cut our pieces. So let me show you what I've chosen. I'm gonna do this piece here, which is the key fob. Was it called a fob before it was electric? I don't know. I don't remember because, like I said, I've lost my words. So annoying. So this is the ombre glimmer paper in the ombre's different colors, so you get a ton of them. Then this makes little hearts, and I'm going to put it here, just kind of in the middle, so that will show through. And then I have some silver foil, and I'm going to do a long key. And there's more silver foil over here that I can't see, and I'm going to do the lock, and then I'll go back and do another fob with the daffodil. All right, so I've cut these out. Now I'm going to emboss this. I'm going to use my Versamark. I have my big happy birthday. Just put it here in the corner. And then grab my silver embossing powder. can see it's pretty dry. It didn't stick everywhere. I didn't wait for my other one to dry, so there's little silver speckles everywhere. Let me heat set this. Okay, now we just have to assemble all of this. Let's take this first. We are going to add it together. So you could use glue if you want, but because it's also going to have ribbon that holds it together, you don't have to use any glue. So you can see those hearts then allow for the daffodil to show through. And I'm going to take a little bit of this ribbon. So check it out. It is really thin freesia velvet. It's wonderful. So we just need a tiny little piece. Just snip some off. It does help if you can kind of cut it at a little bit of an angle. Pull it through, and then you want to make sure that when it comes through that, see, there's a wrong side and a right side. If you do it this direction, then this piece on top will show the right side up. And then you don't even have to tie a knot if you don't want to. If you do, you want to be intentional about the direction that you're going. So start with the one that's underneath and pull that so the one on top remains the right direction. And then when you pull it through, I am going to flip this one. See, this one's going the right side up. And twist this one around so it also goes right side up. The velvety pretty sides are up. And we're not doing anything fancy to this one, so I'm going to go ahead and stick it on here. I did this one, the hearts, and the opposite way that I did on the other one, so we're going to have to put this on a little bit different. So I'm going to use a little bit of adhesive to flip this the way I want it to go. So let's just add this first, and then we'll work with our ribbon. I'm going to give you a couple of tips about how we're going to add this on. Let's put this here. So this ribbon is the one that's going the right way. So I'm going to just add just a tiny bit adhesive, and that will keep it that way. Okay, so we've got this one going the right way. Now we're going to take this and we're going to slide the key on, and it will help hold this one the right direction once we get it on. So pull it down, flip this the right direction like this. And then I'm not going to attach the key. I'm just going to let it kind of flow loosely. And then because all of this is in a different spot, I'm just going to have to figure out someplace else to put this. And then here's a little secret. Now you're going to have to clean these off if you do it this way. But because these can be a little bit tricky to get the adhesive on, I am just going to roll it on here. And then I'll just wipe off this with my wet wipe, or spray it with your cleaner. But now these are self-adhesive. You just poke them through, and they just are sticky that way. It's a little bit easier to get them on. You can do that with any of the small dies like that. Now see, this is sticky, so just grab your wet wipe. Sometimes I take my adhesive spray for the stamps and just wipe it off. This doesn't quite get it all off, but it gets it good until you can spray them with your spray. See, now it's not sticky, but it's super fast for putting them on here. And now we have the whole reason that our card is this color. I'm going to put 5 of these on. So 1. I like to put them not in the color that they are. So Let's do 3 of the big ones. And 2 of the little ones. And a sweet card. My daughter would have loved this when she was little. So here's this one. I started this a little bit further over and I did my hearts upside down. I wasn't even thinking that there was a right side and a wrong side. So it's placed a little bit different, but it doesn't matter. Oh, I guess I did the yellow on one side and the yellow on the opposite side too. So it's kind of a flip-flopped card, but super cute. So go check out my website. Make sure you get all of the freebies that you can this week, and make sure you've placed $50 order so you'll be on the list. It will be through March. You can always get a catalog later if you order from me in April, but you won't be in that first grouping of catalogs that go out. So that's what I have for you today. Come back and visit again, because I will have lots of stuff for you this week. Have a great one. Bye.